things are. So your homepage, excuse me, your homepage is your channel dashboard. And let me take a sip of my water. And we are going to look at changes. Let's go to the content section. Now, this is important, especially if you're someone who does live streams or you're someone who does YouTube shorts. And if you have questions about doing YouTube shorts, go ahead and leave those questions as well. But also, you're uploading content. All right. So the last couple of videos that I did, one was a short. The two previous to that were ones that I uploaded, even though they were shorter videos. They were like 2 minutes. They weren't technically shorts. And what would happen in the past is that you'd go into your YouTube studio, creator studio, and you would be comparing your videos performances, and it would be kind of difficult because shorts may tend to get more views. It just all depends upon your channel, or your live streams may tend to get more views than your uploaded videos. And so it's kind of hard to determine what kind of content is performing the best for you on your channel. Okay. And so YouTube has streamlined this process for us and made it easier for us to determine which content is performing better, or yes, which topics or the type of videos that we're putting out, by separating them so that when you're comparing all of your shorts versus all of your uploads versus your live streams. And I think this is really important because I know a lot of creators that are looking at this category of YouTube shorts and they're saying, but I don't want shorts to mess up my channel. My subscribers might not like shorts. And a lot of people are starting separate channels just for their shorts. It's up to you if you decide to do that. But what I think you should do before you make that move is to put some shorts on your main channel and see how they perform. And so here's what YouTube has done. So let's go back to the screen share. I think this may be the easier way for us to see it. So I'm going to go to the analytics. Notice on the left-hand side, you have dashboard, content, playlist, and analytics. So let's go right to analytics. And so what they've done in this content tab is now you can look at each type of content separately. You can look at them all if you want, and that's the default there. Or you can look at videos, and by videos, they mean uploaded videos or pre-recorded videos, okay? Then the next category is the shorts. So you can look at shorts on their own. So for me, I can look at the last 28 days. I've lost 2 subscribers because of shorts. So maybe there is something that I need to think about. I'm sorry. No, good. I'm glad I was looking at that wrong. I saw that down arrow. No, I did. I gained 2 subscribers from my shorts, which is good considering that, shorts don't usually lead to subscribers for me in the past. But hey, and this even YouTube says that it's experimental. All right. And then my live streams. Now I love, love, love to live stream. OMG. I hope you all know I have a series here called Learn to Live Stream with Miss Eileen. So if you're someone who's interested in learning how to live stream, be sure to check out that playlist and I will be be sure to put a link to it in the description of this video. All right. And so my live streams do pretty good. All right. And then next is post. Now, the post is referring to the community tab. And I realize that not everyone has the community tab. Some people are using it a lot. And even I think people use it as a mini blog. I have experimented with it some, but just so you know, there is the separate way that you can view your post, meaning posts on the community tab. And it even lets you separate out image versus polls versus text versus video. All right. So that I think is amazing. So let me know what you think. Have you explored these new updates in your YouTube Creator Studio? Because I want to show you another new feature. And while you're thinking about what I just shared with you. Okay. So let's see. Are you ready to move on to the next new feature? Please type yes in the chat if you're ready. Okay. We're going to move on anyway. So the next new option that we have now. Oh, I see a couple yeses. All right. Yay. Michael is here from Business Growth Ready. And G Major is here. And you are both saying yes. So I will comply. And we're going to move over to the research tab. This is brand new. I'm going to get myself on here a little bit. This is a brand new section. All right. And in case anybody's wondering, because I do live stream a lot and you all know that I have different tools, and Robert has said yes to, hey, Robert. And then Sasha. Hi, Sasha. Thank you. Everybody's ready. So we're here. Okay. So in case anybody is wondering, I am using StreamYard today. It's one of the tools that I like to use. So let me make sure that I'm not blocking anything. So because I zoomed in to make sure that you can see. However, I know I just mentioned that I'm using StreamYard. And if you want to check out StreamYard, link in the description. But also I'm using the virtual camera of Ecamm. But I'm in a totally different setup today because I'm on my Mac Mini. I just wanted to switch things up, and I'm using a Logitech Brio, which I haven't used in ages, but hey, hey. All right. So thanks, Robert. All right. So let's talk about this research tab. Okay. So I got to give you a disclaimer before I talk about the research tab. I have explored this research tab on my own channel, and I do encourage you to do that yourself. But it comes with disclaimers. Whatever you're finding over in the research tab, if you've already got a content plan worked out for your YouTube channel, don't stray from it based on what's showing up in the research tab, depending upon like how much traffic and how big your channel is and all that. All right. Because the research tab can be helpful, but it also can throw you off. Okay. Because some of the topics that people are searching for are not in your wheelhouse. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. All right. So let's get to it now. And I give you all my disclaimers, because I don't want anybody saying, well, Miss Eileen told me to go over to the research tab and I saw this, and this. Yeah, just use it right now for infotainment, because we don't really, this is new and it may or may not fit your content. All right. So we're going to just reposition things and make sure you can see what some of these things that are saying here. I'm sorry, I kind of skipped over this. First, this is searches across YouTube. This is where you can type in some topics that you want to cover on your YouTube channel and see if it shows up there. All right, we're not going to go into that right now. I want to start with your viewers' searches. I have to give it to YouTube. I think that is absolutely amazing that they're showing us what our viewers are searching for. However, depending upon the viewers that you have on your channel, they may be searching for stuff that, like I said, is not in your wheelhouse. So just be careful with it, okay? But it's still interesting to see because it tells you a little more, gives you a little more insight on your audience, okay? Now, because I do have a lot of tutorials here on the channel about live streaming, I know that a lot of gamers watch my channel. So here you see that something called Hermitcraft Season 9, which I don't even know. That might not even be a game. I don't know what it is. I could care less. And I'm not going to like go down the rabbit hole. I don't have time to even explore what it is. But here's another thing that I want you to see. And this all depends upon your audience. Before you even start looking at all these, I'm going to scroll down real quick. But I'm going to come back up here because this is important. Here, for me, it's important, and for my content, for me to look at my geography. Now, I have this so big you can't even see the different countries. And it gives you only a few countries right now. And I don't know if that's based on the top countries that consume your content. I'm not sure. I don't know if these are the only countries they've included. It could be the case because everybody I saw showing this similar demo has these same countries. So I don't know if that's just a coincidence or what. But for me, actually, I would like to include a couple of different countries like US and Canada. But they don't give you that option. You have to do it separately. So for now, I'm not going to say all because you're going to see that all, because I just scrolled down a little and you saw some of the results there, but all is going to be different from US only. So let me go to US only. All right. So here we go. iPhone 14. Well, I don't have it yet, so I can't do a video on that. But that's good to know that my people are searching for that. Housing market. That could be a little crossover because I do run my daughter's channel and her channel is focused on real estate. And so some of her people are probably also watching my videos. Puppies. I love puppies, y'all. I really do. Oh, my friend Info Media is here. Much love. And I have to get you on the new channel soon. Hope you are well. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And Natasha. I have a Sasha and Natasha here today. All right. And Tasha saying hi, everybody. Go ahead and say hi to Tasha. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. And then, she grew. Oh, peace. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Okay. Thanks. This is what happens when you're on another tab looking at stuff. Okay. So I love puppies. I love cute animals. But I don't have a puppy. And I don't have any animals. So it would make absolutely no sense in the world for me to do a video about puppies unless I was just talking about how I don't have a puppy. And that so like I said, take this information with a grain of salt. So let's see if we can dive in here and find something that's really something usable. iPhone 11. I have an iPhone 11. All right. So what I will do, I want to save that. All right. And so, like I told you, my daughter's channel is real estate. So you see some of my audience, it's a crossover. They're also real estate folks. Wait a minute. Hang on. I got a yes up here. And you guys are saying, welcome. Thank you so much. Info Media Life. And you guys are chatting amongst yourselves. I love that. That's what community is all about. So thank you so much for doing that. Okay, so off-grid living. Here's another thing that I'm not interested in, but product reviews, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So now, let me just mention right now that you see there's 3 pages of these that I can go through, all right? And my goal is not to show you guys what I could be doing videos about. I just want you to see how this page works and what you may be able to get out of it, okay? So here's the other thing that I didn't show you yet. Now, I already showed you how you can go through and go by country. So I already did US. So let's say I wanted to do Canada and I would change it and see how the results changed. But the other thing that's super important is see where it says all searches. You may want to look for what's called content gaps only. Content gaps only. So my Canadian viewers don't have any content gaps. Let's go back to US and see there's some content gaps there. All right. How to download audio from YouTube. Wow. This is another thing. This is another reason why you have to be careful. Thank you so much. I just shared you out. Thank you, Info Media Live. All right. This is important because this happened to my friend Alex, my friend Alec Johnson. He has Take One Tech channel. He did a video about some app that's used to download videos from YouTube and Vimeo and, download any videos that you see online. And he got a strike, a community guideline strike. And it's not a secret. I mean, he talked about it on his channel. And that's because one of the things that YouTube has in their terms of service is for you not to do videos talking about downloading content from YouTube. All right. So you have to be careful in that sense as well. Even though my audience may be looking for that video, how to download the audio, still downloading is still against YouTube's terms of service, whether it's the video, the audio, whatever. Right. So I would, even though that's the kind of content that I, talk about apps and how to do different things online. But I already know, because this has been in YouTube's terms of service for a very long time, not to touch that topic with a 10-foot pole. Okay. So that's why I gave you the disclaimer earlier. You have to proceed with caution when you're looking at these things. So another one that I had here is, but there's a couple of them that are in my wheelhouse, like how to screenshot on a computer. Absolutely. How to make a new Google account. And once again, it's in my wheelhouse. I wouldn't do that because it's annoying making a new Google account, and I just don't feel like doing that kind of video. All right, Vicky. Hi. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so those are the important things that I want you to know about this research tab. And then here's another thing I have to tell you about it. That's super important. Notice up here, it tells you to use this tool to research some of the top searches from your viewers on your channel and across YouTube in the last 28 days. The last 28 days. So you know what that means? That you're going to have to check it every so often because it's going to constantly be changing. It's constantly going to be changing. So let's say this feature rolled out to my account about a month ago. Some of the things that I saw on there aren't on there anymore. And I just noticed it just now because this is the next time that I've checked. And so my friend M4 Media Live is agreeing with me. Yes, you have. So what you could do is, you know, only go there when you're looking for some content, sliding in to show support and ring the yay, thank you, ring the bell. Did you see my post about her being live? Oh, cool. Is Vicky one of your audience members? Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's go back here. I want you to see something else. All right. And so, oh, wait a minute. Let me take the comment down so you can see. Talk with Tori. Hi. How you doing, Tori? So great to see you. Yes, I did. Oh, thank you. This is how community works. Thank you. All right. So let's see if one of some ones that I saved. Okay. So remember how I said that you can bookmark them and save them? I'm sorry. Let me go back because maybe I didn't talk about that too much. So if I saw this one, I'm going to ignore this one, how to download audio from YouTube. In fact, I think I am just going to remove that one. I don't even want, I could have reported it, but I don't want to report it. I just removing it. Okay. How to take a screenshot. That is a content gap. I take screenshots all day, every day on my phone, I have multiple tools to take. This is a perfect topic for me. So I'm going to save it. See how I clicked on that little icon there to save it? Let me come back on so you can at least see me. All right. And like I said, I'm not going to do how to make a new Google account. Now I could remove that one, but I'm not going to. But and here you go, on screenshot on a computer, same thing. Even though it says low, it's still, first of all, it's perfect for me because I really want you all to know how to use these tools. Like I hear people saying, "Oh, I'm really not that techie." You know, even my friends, my offline friends will say, "Oh, you're so techie. You're so," and it's like, I want to empower you so that you feel techie. Okay. It's just a state of mind. First of all, anybody who has a smartphone is techie. Because, there are some people out here that don't even have a phone. All right. uh, Talk with Tori. I have to get you connected with her brother and got my post brother. Okay. And oh, I'm sorry, Zoe Priel TV. Hello, ma'am. This is helpful content that I need to build my channel. Okay, great. Oh, all right. And it's Chaos Rain. You always call me Irene. Eileen, Ileane. See, when I put the comment down, you'll see Ileane. I know you always, but you know who I am. That's what's important. Hey, bro, it's already subscribed. Came up on notifications. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you, Tori. All right. I hope I'm just making sure I didn't miss any of your comments because this means the world to me, that you all come, comment, interact, engage, with one another as well as engaging with me. I love those. One of the reasons why I love to live stream so much. They typed it correctly. Chaos Rain typed Ileane. Thank you. Yes, it's great to see everyone here. Yes. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick recap because so many folks just came in. And so what I talked about initially was this major change that YouTube has made now in our analytics on Creator Studio. That now when we come in here, in fact, let me go back to the homepage of analytics. You have your overview, but then you have content. And this is new. This breakdown is new. Like less than 2 weeks. Okay. So now instead of just seeing all of your content together in one place, you can see videos. This is for uploaded videos, and you get to see some specific statistics about those. We'll come back to that, especially if you guys have questions. If you have any questions, if you guys and gals have any questions, please type them in the chat. All right. You can see shorts separately. You can see live streams separately. And you also get to see different things about each category when you scroll down. This is amazing. And this is the community tab, which I don't use as much as I should. And so let me just come back and see if you've got, oh, my buddy is here. Superstar Sammy. Hi, 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 hi. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, you have my channel now, or you guys have each other's channels. Thank you. All right. So this is really an important piece. The research tab that I was just showing, that's fun. And we can go back to it if you want. But this being able to segment our content, this is major. This is a major key to you understanding your content. You know, there's an old marketing term and saying, and forgive me for not knowing who said it, but you can't improve what you don't measure. You can't improve what you don't measure. And I know a lot of times we compare, oh, well, this so-and-so is doing the same kind of content as me. How come they got more views? Or so-and-so is doing, great, but they don't even get any views. I'm not saying don't have opinions, but when it comes to your channel and your content, compare against yourself. You should always be trying to get better. You can go to other channels to get ideas, to see, to have community like we're doing here today with folks in the chat talking back and forth, and as well as engaging with me. But this is one of the things that can lead to burnout, is when people start comparing themselves to others that have similar size channels or even bigger channels or whatever. Don't set yourself up for failure. All right. Look at where you stand and try to be objective. It's hard. I know it's hard. Woo, honey, it's hard because we think we perfect, right? But try to be objective, but also follow the data. The data is going to tell you. You might think you've done the greatest video in the world. And I'm sure anybody here who's done more than 30 or 40 videos knows that one video that you spent so much time and put so much effort and you just knew it was going to hit and it flopped. And then that other video where you was just holding your phone and it was shaky cam and it was dark and your mic wasn't working, that does well. This is why you need to look at your data. So you're always going to, at least once a month. I probably check it every day because you can check it on your phone as well. Just as an overview, I don't spend a lot of time on it every day, but at least once a week, I go through and look and see, what kind of content is performing well. And now these additional tools from YouTube are going to be even more helpful. All right. So thanks. I'm just going to throw your comments up, and Superstar Sammy is getting a bunch of shout outs, and Chaos Rain is, and I love that. Yep. I will check it every day. Yeah. Well, that's the convenience of it also being on the phone, Tori, right? So in case you all don't know, and I'm not going to do a phone demo, but I just want to show you, in case you don't know, there is a YouTube Studio app that's separate from your YouTube app on your phone. So make sure you have that app. Let me make sure I put a link to the app in the description for those who are watching on the replay. But go to your Play Store, go to your Apple App Store, and just search for Creator Studio, YouTube Creator Studio. Make sure you have that app, and then that's a quick way to just check, and you just get a snapshot. And I know you can't see it that well. I just want you to see that you're just getting a quick snapshot. You see the performance of your latest upload. So we can have, oops. Oh, good. That wasn't the mouse. That was my armrest. So we can have to be a slave to analytics. Nope. Don't want you to be a slave to analytics. No. I don't want you to be a slave at all. Ever. We should all have that app on our phone. Yes. And if you're not, or if you are using TubeBuddy, if you're not using TubeBuddy, go ahead. That link is in the description. Okay. And, that's another app that is going to give you different kinds of insights. But honestly, right now, I just want to make sure, I want you to focus on just making sure you're checking your YouTube studio. I love TubeBuddy, and I encourage folks to sign up for it, and you can use a free version with it as well. But YouTube is doing some amazing things here and providing us really in-depth information that we were never able to get before. And Chaos Rain, you did good there, and then all of a sudden you put an A at the end of my name. Eileen, no A at the end. Oh, and I wrote here, put a link to link. Put a link to the apps. I'll put a link to the Google version, Creator Studio. Don't you hate when you make yourself a note and then you're like, what was I saying? I know y'all done it. Don't try to act like y'all never did it before. Okay, so let's just look at one more thing. I said I was going to go in detail. So since you all are here, and I love y'all for being here, let's just see what is different here. All right, let's start with all. We're just going to run through it quickly. I'm not going to I don't want us to get stuck. But when you hit the all tab, it's even going to give you a little bit of a breakdown of the last 28 days. The views, your videos got so many views, your live streams got so many views, your shorts got so many views. And I'm not going to click see more, but just so you know, there's a see more there. Now, this is another important statistic that you should be looking at. Once again, coming back on screen. Once again, thank you. And thank you so much, Clinton. Eileen. I try. I know you're trying. I give you credit, Chaos Rain, for trying. And one thing, you are consistent. You come to these live streams a lot. So I know you know who I am. All right. And so that makes a big difference. All right. So this next section that I want to talk about, which is the click-through rate, because no matter how good your videos are, if you don't have that eye-catching thumbnail and that great title that people see, they're not going to click on your video and they're never going to see it. Okay. But with that said, once again, don't compare yours to mine, to Infomedia Live, to Chaos Rain. Don't get on the Facebook and say, I got a click-through rate of so-and-so. What's your click-through rate? Don't worry about nobody else's click-through rate. Find your click-through rate and try to improve it. Try to make better thumbnails. Go back to some of those old videos. So, for example, I'll show you what I mean. My click-through rate for my channel is 4.8%. All right, I'm going to write that down, 4.8. So that's my baseline for me. And you're going to do the same thing for yourself. You're going to look for this little chart that says impressions and how they led to watch time. All right. And you can look through all these other statistics, but like I said, I didn't want to get stuck, but this one is super important. And then you're going to look at those videos that perform well. So let's go over to the videos tab. And let's see here above. How to use a StreamYard. Okay, let's just go into that video. I think it's going to let me go to that video. Wait, go to that video. All right, now I'm going to go to the Reach tab. And even though that's one of my higher performing videos, it only has a 3.9 click-through rate, which is less than my channel in general. Good to know. Maybe I need to do something, try a different thumbnail on that video. Get that even higher because people like that content on my channel. So this is why it's important to go through and look at these things. All right, so let me back up a little. And plus I didn't have myself on screen here. All right, so we looked at videos. Now look at shorts. Let's scroll down and see. For some reason, this video that I did a short about Facebook Reels, not Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. I did it reluctantly, but hey, it's doing a lot better than all the others. Now, because shorts technically don't have thumbnails. Hey, Kate, jumping on late. Hi, my dear. How are you? And Chaos Rain called me a thumbnail god. Canva is my friend. Yes, deal with your own click-through rate. Don't worry about other people's click-through rates, okay? And yes, got more views. Yep. So technically right now, shorts don't have thumbnails. And I'm not sure what YouTube is going. I think they're going to let us have thumbnails for shorts, but what we used to deal with way back in the day before thumbnails was a thing, YouTube would capture these crazy positions of you when you're making these, and you had to choose between one of those three. And then eventually thumbnails became a thing. And then now thumbnails is like one of your biggest concerns on getting more views. Okay. Getting more views. All right. Because that click, somebody sees a thumbnail, something about that thumbnail attracts them, and they click, and they also see part of your title, your thumbnail and your title. That's what people see when they're thumbing through, or even if they get a notification, like Tori said he got the notification. But if he got the notification and he didn't see, what he saw didn't look good, he still wouldn't have clicked. Or if he saw something that's like, I'm not interested in that, he wouldn't have clicked. Or he's busy, whatever. Okay, but thank you, Tori, for being here. I'll watch the replay. So good to be here with y'all. Oh, thank you, Kate. All right, so right now, you're not going to see a click-through rate for your shorts because technically they don't have thumbnails. And the way that shorts content is populated on YouTube, people don't really have sort of the choice. It's whether your videos get put into the short shelf. Now, your subscribers will still see your shorts in their news feed, but there's a specific area on YouTube, on the homepage of YouTube. I'm going to go there. I just want to go to YouTube without all the other stuff. There is an area for shorts. See shorts right here? See how they do not have thumbnails? Because the concept is that YouTube just wants you to get into these, just like on TikTok, and just get lost in shorts. And you're just going to see a short after short, and either you watch it or you swipe and go to the next one. So thumbnails don't play a role. So there is a lot to learn about YouTube. Okay. So let's go back. And I know I said that I wasn't going to get distracted and go down rabbit holes, but I have to. Some of these things I can't. All right. Live streams are different. Live streams will also not show you a click-through rate. Not initially. You have to go into a specific video, but it shows you, what your top live streams were, where the sources of traffic. For me, external, and they don't give you like a complete breakdown of what all the external is, but there's that. Sorry, I've just realized I'm not screen sharing. Here we go. And you can make a thumbnail in a studio after the short is posted. Yes, you can make a thumbnail, and I've done that. I've added thumbnails to some of my videos. In fact, I'm glad you said that, because this is important right now. Okay. I'm going to go back to shorts because I just realized that I wasn't screen sharing, for one. And this is an excellent point. And before I do that, hello, Deeper States, Mind, and Wellness. Hi, I am running around in my car. I will need to see your replay. Love your info. Thanks. Oh, yes, because we don't want you to get into an accident. It's not that serious. Thank you. But let's just go back to shorts real quick. Okay, because if you see here that I did put a thumbnail on this one that has the most views. Sorry, I wish these little things with overlays would go away, but let me refresh the page. Maybe that'll get rid of it. Go back to shorts. Try not to hover over those numbers. So I put a thumbnail on this one, no thumbnail on that one. Thumbnail on this one, no thumbnail on that one. No thumbnail on that one. So putting a thumbnail on is only good for when people are seeing the video in their subscription feed, not on the shorts shelf. So you could put a thumbnail on there, but people that are looking through the short shelf, and I just showed you the short shelf on desktop, there's also a dedicated short shelf on the phone. All right. So they're not seeing your thumbnail. So until YouTube decides that they're going to make these vertical thumbnails, or these, tall thumbnails. Yeah, I said it right. They're vertical. And, lets us upload them. And that's probably a tall task for them, because there's so many people uploading shorts right now. So many shorts. That's a lot. That's a heavy lift for them to now not only provide a place for us to upload it in that tall format, but also now to provide us tracking for it, and all these other things like the click-through rate and all of that. So I don't expect that to happen, but then again, I'm not an engineer at YouTube. I don't expect it to happen soon, is what I was going to say. Yes. Okay, Chaos Rain, thank you for coming. And Scott is here. Hello, hello. Steve, I'm sorry. Stop to say hi, Miss Eileen. Getting ready for my move to Japan. We'll need to catch up on your videos. Oh, how exciting. Oh, my goodness. Great. That must be something else. Okay, so Tori, you did know. Yes, I'm right. Thank you. I'm glad. I like it when people say that I'm right. I'm going to star that comment. It doesn't matter. Nobody else knows I started except me. Okay, so, I want you to think about your content and I want you to think about the different formats. Even if, I know a lot of times people talk about this content calendar and this content plan. And if you're organized like that, I'm not. But if you're organized like that, great. But just in general, if you're not organized, you're more like me, kind of like, oh, yeah, I think I'll do a live stream today. Think about the different kinds of content that you want or that your audience may want to consume. You also may want to test. This is why it's important that I show you about Creator Studio, because I know there's some of you like Tori and like um uh info Clinton and for Media Live. I'll put him up on screen again. And for Media Live who know this stuff, okay? But then I know there's someone, and not to pick on Chaos Rain, but I will pick on him. He may never even have gone into YouTube Creator Studio. I don't know. I'm just saying that, okay? It could be somebody else in here who is shy and doesn't want to say, yeah, I don't really be checking YouTube Creator Studio. And you not on my watch, because I'm telling you, you should at least look at it. You should at least think about it. If you look at it and it's overwhelming because there's so much information there, that's okay. Take little chunks. One thing that YouTube does very well is because they will give you like an overview. There's always an overview that you can look at to just quickly, but I just really want you to think. I want you to think about the different kinds of content that you're going to put together for your viewers and to serve your audience. And shorts is great. You can get a lot of views and all that with shorts. Will you grow your channel? Maybe, maybe not. Will you hurt your channel? Maybe, maybe not. Get to know your audience. And I'm always going to encourage people to do live streams because this is how I get to know my audience. And I know that my audience likes live streams. You know why? Because first of all, I teach live streaming. And so I can see by the views on my live streams and my tutorials about live streaming that, okay, my audience is, they're right there with me on the whole live streaming thing. So shorts may not be their cup of tea because it's like the total opposite of live streams are usually long and shorts, hey, they're capped at uh, 60 seconds. And believe me, oh my gosh, my daughter has a video because I manage my daughter's channel, Better Than Success. By the way, shout out to Nicole Purvey. Okay, Nicole Purvey from Better Than Success. And she had a short that was 1 minute and 1 second long. It was stuck in limbo, y'all. What do I mean by that? It wouldn't show up in the short shelf. It wasn't considered as a short. So, mom is savvy, right? Mom knows that you can go into YouTube Studio and edit the video. So I was going to go in there and edit it and make it 59 seconds, trim off like 2 seconds. Well, I found out that day that Joseph, okay. Josephine, I'm sorry. Just joke with me. Okay, I don't know what you said that made you say that, but yeah, okay. It wouldn't let me trim because it said that it was a short. However, it would not show up as a short. So I told her, don't ever make a video that's more than 60 seconds because YouTube gets confused. And so it was supposed to be a short. It wasn't a short, but I couldn't trim it because YouTube told me it was a short. So it was the weirdest thing ever. And Christian Fandom Geek. Hello, hello. Just smash the like button. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so, back to what I was saying, because we're going to wrap things up. YouTube has given us this opportunity now, and I'll just put it up on the screen share for those who got here late, to see our content in different buckets. So instead of just seeing statistics for all our videos, we can see separated the videos that we upload versus the shorts versus the live streams. Also, you can see posts on your community tab. All right, you always could see those separate, but this gives you the opportunity to think about the kind of content and the kind of value that you want to offer to your audience. And you can see, if you test, you can see how the performance of it is. You may want to test shorts. You may not want to switch your whole channel over into shorts, or you may find that your audience just loves your shorts and YouTube pushes your shorts out into that shorts feed and your channel starts to really grow. So live streams, that's my thing. I'm always going to be doing live streams. Even if I upload, I do a combination of both. I may do a short every now and then, but it's mostly either live streams or uploaded content. But that's because for years I've been going into YouTube Studio. In fact, I found an old blog post. And the reason I found a blog post is because somebody emailed me and asked me if they could add a link to their blog post. This blog post was from 2011. It used to be called YouTube Insights. And this blog post was talking about now how it's going to be called YouTube Analytics. This was in 2011. So I've been doing this for a long time. So it went from YouTube Analytics and to something else, and now it's Creator Studio. Okay, so it iterates, it keeps growing, but it keeps getting better. And don't get overwhelmed. Take a quick look at your different dashboards and see where you stand, see how your progress is, and just keep making content. The only way you're going to get better is to keep making content, improve on what you learn after you've looked at the performance of your videos. So you can't improve what you don't measure. So I want you to check your statistics. You're getting more and more from YouTube now than ever before. And there's no other platform that compares to the wealth of information, the really deep insights that you get from YouTube. Nobody else is giving this to you. I want that to marinate. That's why I paused. YouTube has the most sophisticated dashboard of statistics, even more than what you can get on your blog, even more than some of these paid tools that are out there that people pay, that are enterprise websites. Because it's a video, YouTube can see how long someone watches, when people replay and rewatch and all that stuff. And so all that information is there for the taking. And Christian Fandom Geek says his shorts, or him or her shorts, tend to do well. And although I'm using shorts, gaming streams, and live podcast episodes, awesome, awesome. I love podcasting. So you just struck a chord with me. All right. Well, thanks so much. And stay tuned because next week there'll be another video for your viewing and or listening because sometimes I put up audio just to see if you're paying attention. No, just kidding. But my goal is to help you with creating better content, even if it's just by showing you how you can go into your creator studio or any of these other tools that we use, like maybe Twitter or sometimes Facebook. You can go in there, check on the performance of your content so that you know that you're on the right path, or if you need to pivot. Okay. And so this is why I always start off by saying, hello, beautiful people, because I know that you have a beautiful message inside of you. And I want to make sure that you feel empowered and confident to get that message out there because your message might change someone's life. And that's my goal for you. And so that's why I start by saying, hello, beautiful people. And I always end by saying, stay beautiful.